Hello, this is Ella Bakush reflecting on 5 webinars from Moodle MOOC 8. At the opening ceremony, we were introduced to our presenters who shared their experiences with working online, shared resources, and expanded our knowledge about using technology. Each webinar was a professional development workshop. The goal of Moodle MOOC 8 was to use a methodology called Teaching as a Way to Learn, which helped teachers use Moodle to create online courses. The teachers were able to identify, find, evaluate, apply, and acknowledge the resources and activities available in a Moodle course by practicing as a teacher and a manager in the main course area and using free online presentation tools to create video tutorials in order to document their learning. The speaker of this webinar, reflecting on teachers' behaviors on social media, has been observing or monitoring teachers' behaviors on social media for some time. She asked the attendees if they use social media, and if so, what was the content of such posts. She advised against postings of political nature. I disagree. The politics of war and peace, climate change, nuclear weapons, hunger, poverty, the list goes on, must be in a public forum, and our students must be made aware. Brief description of the event. It seems as if her major concern addressed the issue of netiquette or rules to behaving online, respect for others, writing posts as it relates to netiquette, always consider the other person's feelings, don't overdo the use of humor or emojis. She cited many positive reasons for using social media. For example, it can help build a strong professional learning network, help build rapport with other teachers, help teachers become more tech savvy. And these are some of my social media posts, political articles, educational technology, Common Core, etc. I also use social media to keep in contact with friends and family. Daniela Corcurulo, I hope I pronounced that right, presented on May 10th on CLIL and CALL. CLIL is Content and Language Learning, Content and Language Integrated Learning, and CALL is Computer Assisted Language Learning. In the beginning of my teaching career, I taught French immersion in a kindergarten class where we used a form of CLIL. We had both language objectives as well as content objectives. This presentation also related to my experience teaching ESL history and math content. This is the webinar that related the most to my own experience. Those two CLIL is an initiative of the European Center for Modern Languages. And those first two websites that I listed there are where you can find courses, MOOCs, resources, and lots of tools for teaching in the content areas. The Padlet is a site where teachers can store their resources, videos, learning diaries, or reflections and share them at a later time with colleagues. I had a few questions about the initiative. What about the regular education teachers who don't have a TESOL credential? And the flip side, what about the TESOL teachers who don't specialize in any given subject? The next webinar, How to Start a Movement, presented by Derek Sievers. His plan was to start a movement to get teachers to use Moodle in their English language classrooms. He created fully online workshops for professional development using WizIQ and the Moodle platform. His aim was to get 100 English teachers to enroll in a Moodle class. The teaching was both synchronous and asynchronous. There would be a virtual classroom meeting followed by a Moodle meeting followed by a virtual classroom meeting. I related to the teachers who found the Moodle to have a huge learning curve. New digital classrooms with old non-digital teachers. Susan was presented by Susan Brodar. Susan is a freelance English educator who has worked in primary, secondary, and college classrooms. She found that teachers were afraid of the technology. The problem was that teachers are not being trained. The schools she visits are usually poorly equipped with the essentials of technology. And concerning these non-digital teachers, I can empathize with the non-digital teachers because if they have been teaching face-to-face all their professional career, they would tend to shy away from technology that they don't understand and difficult to use in their classroom. I think that the ministries of education and districts, states throughout the world must begin and promote integrating technology into the public schools.